All right, guys, these are your channeled messages for July 9th through the 16th, 2026. But the messages are timeless. Whenever you find them, you're meant to find them. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get it. Good. The first card out is you are a master. Create the world you want. You decide. You create your reality and world. Stay grateful, humble, and authentic. Your soul will lead you to what is in alignment with your highest good and timeline and divine timing. Trust yourself and the process. Next card out is behind the scenes action, divine orchestration, things are being hidden, see beyond illusions, and trust the process. And the last card out is focus on the positive only. Don't let yourself stay down. Go towards the light, acknowledge your dark emotions, and then release them. Come back into what feels good, find the little things to appreciate, and it's okay to get down, but get back up. Great. It feels like this is a time where a whole lot of new possibilities are at your fingertips. What they say, the world is your oyster, and very much so in this energy of there's like a Ti song, you can have whatever you like. I say you can have whatever you like. A stacks on deck, Patron on ice. It's very much this energy of being able to manifest what you want really fast, right? So here, this is very much like the magician card in the traditional tarot, or the traditional Rider Waite deck and the regular tarot deck. It says the magician has all the tools at its disposal. It's got the wands, it's got the pentacle, it's got the sword, it's got the cup. It's got everything necessary and needed within them. The magician has what all the things that are necessary for them to create the world, the reality, the outcomes that they want to have, right? And this is no different here in this energy. It is very much like you are in peak energy during this time. Not only that, but there's something I have to go back and look, or you guys can look it up on your own, of where Jupiter is at right now. I think it's Jupiter and Mars, but it's very much anytime you've got Jupiter at play. Jupiter rules like luck and prosperity and abundance, and it's very much giving eight energy, just like Val and I had talked about in our frequency and figures forecast. Again, if you've not seen July's frequency and figure episode, please go and look at that. But speaking of the eight, I've got the infinity symbol here, but it's is giving eight, eight energy of abundance, and really being able to tap into that abundant, lucky, prosperous, happy, euphoric, really good energy at this time. And if you're able to focus in on and get very, very, very crystal clear on what it is that you want in your reality, what it is you want in your life, what kind of experiences and feelings and relationships and business partners and clients and things of this nature that you want to have in your reality, you can make it happen, especially in this energy. But you have to, there's this double, I would almost say triple, it's triple, it's triple energy of having to trust the process, trust what's being brought to you, trust the things that you feel, right? So the old world operated very much on what you could see and tangible results and everything in the physical, right? We put what we could see and material things, tactical things at the forefront, where here in this new reality, everything is very much energetic based, it's very much spiritually based, it's very much feeling based, right? It's almost like, I think this is the card that they're showing me is from also a traditional Rider Waite deck, but this is like, I think the Eight of Swords card, where she's got the blinder over her eyes and her hands are bound and her feet are bound and it's just a bunch of swords around her, right? But it's like essentially you're in your like a mental prison, because the swords are the about the mind. But this isn't about being in like a mental prison or anything, but the signs that they're giving me from that card is about you having to trust what you can't see, trust what you can't hear, trust the things that are not physically available to you. You're having to allow, I speak on this frequently, you're having to allow your heart chakra to be at the forefront. Use that sonar system, your internal heart chakra sonar system, to be able to navigate you to who, what, and where you're meant to be interacting with, where you're meant to lay down roots at, or where you're meant to go, or whatever the case may be here. It's very much having to have an immense amount of trust, having to have an immense amount of faith in the unseen, and an immense amount of being able to rely on your inner knowing, your claircognizance, your clairaudience, being able to hear when you're being given information, when you're being given cues, right? Because the universe will very frequently speak in signs and symbols and binary, right? In numbers. So getting familiar with the signs that are being brought to you, getting familiar with the symbols and the synchronicities, the things that God source universe is going to be continuously giving to you over this time, they will be subtle, but if you have the attunement and the eyes to see it, or the heart chakra openness to be able to receive that information that your sonar system is going to be constantly bringing into you and filtering up through your throat chakra, through your third eye chakra, through your crown chakra, for you to really process and take in, then you will be able to flow with this energy a lot more effortlessly, right? So, but this is a peak time for manifestations to happen. But you have got to allow your mind to stay in the positives and not think about what, oh well, what if, and this could happen, and the things. It's very much a time for you to have the childlike mindset of the limitless possibilities and limitless opportunities, and start thinking like, what if this goes right for me, right? Only think about the how I can win, how this can turn out really well for me, how this will be of benefit for me, right? Whatever the case may be, instead of allowing the default to be going down the spiral, or going down in the doom path, or going down the negative thoughts, or going down the, ruminating of, the what ifs and what haves and what I shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Think only about the positives, and keep yourself in alignment with the things that you want to bring in, because it doesn't matter how much work you do externally. It doesn't matter how much, therapy you go to or how many sessions, but like if you can't keep your mind and your energy in check long enough for those changes, the manifestations that you're trying to bring in for yourself to land, to get to you, then it's for naught, because it's about the energy, it's about the frequency, it's about your vibration, it's about whether or not you truly are mentally and energetically compatible with what it is that you're trying to bring in. Right? So you do absolutely have the abilities right now to manifest in a lot. And I'm getting this, that this is a highly potent creative time for a lot of us. If you can just keep yourself in the vibration of abundance and of worthiness, of being worthy of the things that are coming into you, that you're trying to manifest in, right there, the only one that's limiting you is you. The only one that's stopping you is you. The only one that's blocking you is you. Right? It's you not being able to truly believe that you deserve the things that you're wanting to manifest in. It's you not wanting to truly believe that you are capable of having the things that you are trying to bring in, that people will give to you in the way and manner and shape that you want to have these things be given to you or supported by you, whatever the case may be here. You are what is going to make things possible, and you are what's going to make things not possible. It's your mind. Your mind controls your reality. And if you are unable to get a grasp on your mind, if you're unable to get a grasp on your energy of where you're giving your thoughts, of what you're focusing on, of your internal dialogue, it's going to tank your ability to really take full benefit of this very potent manifesting magician energy, right? And you don't want to do that. This is like really great. This is really, really great energy to be in right now, to be a part of right now. And I've been saying this for some time, but like this is probably the best energy that I felt for a long time. When I say it's like it's very much like a euphoria type energy. If you can let yourself go along with the flow of it and just feel good, right? Ride the waves, go with the flow of this energy and allow yourself to receive the energy. Allow yourself to be in the goodness and not try to overthink it. It's given the energy of trying to overthink the goodness, right? And I've said this before in last week's reading and in the Frequency and Figures July reading. Of it's the only cautionary tale here is of it. It feels like you're gonna try and overthink how great this is, how good this is. It's like the shaky leaf syndrome of feeling like the rug is going to be pulled out, jerked out from underneath you, just as you start to get comfortable on it, or whatever the case may be, or just when you're starting to indulge in it, or just when you're starting to really enjoy the sweetness of life. There's a lot that's taking place in this sector of thinking, but you've got to nip that in the bud and allow yourself to just enjoy, it. And also there's like a fogginess, right? Because you can't see what's you're used to being able to see the plan, see the routine, but this that you're in right now is a lot of, you're just gonna have to trust me. You're just gonna have to roll with this. You're just gonna have to be okay with not knowing definitively what is or is not going to happen. Right? The behind the scenes orchestration energy here. You see how there's clouds, it's hazy, it's dark out, you can't really see. There's like a fog, there's like a mist around what's taking place because things are being hidden purposely. This is for some of you, this is absolutely a time of trying to teach you how to trust your own intuition, how to trust God source universe, and how to trust the unfolding of the unknown, because it feels like you're used to trying to be in control, controlling outcomes, controlling what happens, controlling the narrative of things, but you are not in control here. And this world that we're in, this world that you have stepped into, that we're in right now, it operates off of trust, of energy, of having faith in the unseen. And this is hard for a lot of people, especially the ones who are coming from, again, like the very physically based world, whether you're a business, whether you're a CEO, whether you're X, Y, and Z. You're used to operating on a certain type of software, on a certain type of blueprint, but all of that is foregone over here. Like we don't do that here. Here operates solely on energy, trust, faith, letting go, trusting the process, and believing in yourself and your ability to create and have what you want. But this is going to be your biggest hurdle, and this energy is, again, trying to keep yourself in the positives, trying to keep yourself in the knowing of, yes, I do deserve this, yes, I am worthy of this, yes, this is okay for me to enjoy, because, again, it feels like you've never had this before. This has never happened to you before. All this is completely new, and you're used to like the grind. You're used to like the abyss world. You're used to, having to be in the Madison Square Garden. You're used to having to put them up, put them up. And this is that's not what this is anymore. This is a whole lot of love energy. This is a whole lot of like reciprocated friendships. This is a whole lot of like reciprocated love. This is like a whole lot of like, let me just spoil and give to you. Let me here's money, right? Like but this is not what you're used to. And Val has explained this to you guys, to me, to all of us multiple times, but it's like when your brain is not used to something, it will think, it'll immediately go into like, something is wrong, this is not okay type of reaction. And that's not, it's just new. It's just new. It's just new. And the fact that, honestly, it should be kind of like a almost like an internal cue for you, that once you get to this point, you can check in with yourself. Now that you've seen this, you can check in with yourself and be like, oh, I'm just feeling this because I have arrived at this point. And maybe that'll make you feel a little bit better. But please water yourself with good thoughts and good energy, and the knowing of, you absolutely have done the work to be here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, period. And this is, it's like imposter syndrome. It comes up so frequently, but it's like imposter syndrome of like, you could have 1,000 PhDs and masters and all the training and all the things, and you've done all the work, you know what I'm saying? But then like, you get around other people, or you get to like the role or the position, and you're like, am I qualified to be doing this? Do I deserve this? And it's, you know what I mean? It's like this. You have spent lifetimes in the arena doing the rites of passage and the initiations to have what it is, or maybe, again, this, for some of you, this is like schooling. You've gone to school for years upon years upon years upon years, and gotten the training and the hands-on experiences for years, and you're like, I don't know about it. Other people, this is just fully internal stuff of like, you've just been doing all the internal work and going through all the rites of passage and all the things internally, doing all the internal work required to attract like an equally balanced and healed partner or business people or whatever the case may be, right? But what I'm saying for the lot of these energies is, you've done the work to be where you're at right now in life, to have the experiences that you're having or about to have. The your mind will project out to you outwardly based on your energetic compatibility, right? So, like, because you have done the amount of work that you have done internally, you're going to start seeing that same kind of stuff reflected back to you in the way that people interact with you and how you experience your day-to-day life. Like, things are going to start seeming like every day's a great day. You know what I mean? Like, this is but it's unnerving because you're like, why is everybody being so nice? Why is everybody appreciating me now? Why is everybody doing X, Y, and Z? You know, it's new for you. You've never been here before, and congratulations on getting here. Congratulations on arriving to this part. If you've not seen last week's video about like you're stepping into heaven on earth, or I forgot what I titled it. It was something about heaven on earth. This kind of is like a continuation of that, but this is really good energy. You just have to trust that you work on your imposter syndrome, work on your self-worth, work on, it's not an overnight process, by the way. It's okay. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of professionals out there who have been in their profession for years and still talk about like sometimes battling with the imposter syndrome thing. So it's it's all right, but just try to get a grasp on it as best as you can, because you really do deserve the things that you're bringing in for your life. And don't let anybody else try to tell you otherwise. Anybody that just wants to talk about you not being worthy or you not deserving that, first of all, block these people, and they just some haters. You know, send them some love and some healing energy and keep it moving, because don't be a hater, be a congratulator later. The card that's at the bottom of the deck is reflect, introspection, deep thought, and analyze. It really feels like you're gonna have to do some not only on just this, but on this part as well. You're gonna have to reflect and have some deep thought on what it is that you really truly want in your life and for yourself, for your life at this point, you know, and get crystal effing clear on these things, because that's how you can manifest it, see it, feel it, envision it with the authority and the full belief that you deserve it. But I feel like to get there, you really need to tackle why you feel like this that you're trying to bring in for yourself is not okay for you to have, or why you don't deserve it, or why X, Y, and Z. Confront these things, tackle it, battle it. I said that in this past Tuesday's podcast episode about like breaking the limiting beliefs. If you've not seen that one is a good one that will tie in here as well. Of you gotta work on this. You've got to work on this. But outside of that, this is really, really good energy. I've been saying this. We're still in this energy. We're going to be in this energy for like, I would say, the next month and a half or so. So please make good use of it and tackle the limiting beliefs, because you are worthy and you do deserve to be here and you have done the work to arrive here. So get it in check. With that being said, I hope this was helpful. Thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Don't forget, you can apply to work 101 with me or book a recorded reading with me. And the New Earth Guidebook to Healing and Ascension is available on Amazon, as well as the Love and Light but Ready to Fight merch is available in my link tree and my website. And anything else is also on the website, which is also getting ready to go through a rebuild once more. But nevertheless, thank you all for your likes, shares, subscribes, and donations, and I'll see you. Peace Squad.